What's up, guys? If you're just joining me, we are actually just arriving into Washington. Running a little bit behind. I wanted to actually be here and get the stream started at 1600 Zulu time to get going to New York, but we just landed here, so I might as well start it now. You guys can see the arrival of this one, and we'll clean this up and head in our direction. So pretty fun here coming in. We had Tower giving us clearance there, and we had another aircraft coming in, but he I think we're coming together. We're probably gonna bump heads, it looks like, because the way we're coming in, but he disconnected. Either way, we are on VATSIM, so we'll enjoy some ATC on the way out of here if the tower is still on by the time we get our clearance going. So we are all parked, just arriving from San Juan, beautiful island of San Juan. So beautiful flight there. Parking brakes are on. Let's get this thing shut down here. Beacon lights can come off. Oh no, wait, not yet. Let's turn off our engines. We'll do that. We'll see if we can get turned around and get our clearance and get going here as quickly as possible. Let's connect our jetway. Pushback Express is not working with the flyby mod, so I'm not sure if that's an issue with just me or just the overall updates and everything else. It's just not working, so I'm using this instead of the Pushback Express, which is really nice. So we'll get this all connected here, and that should be good. Let our passengers off if we can connect the jetway there. All right, all looks good here, guys. Let's go to the top. We are ending our flight. Seatbelt signs can come off, beacon lights can come off, and we'll end our flight pretty soon, pretty fast actually, to get going. Let's get back on the radios here. 121.70 is our tower. 121.10 actually. Yep, so we'll leave that as our tower there. And then we are pretty good. Did our jetway connect? It did not. Let's see if, how come? Oh, not sure. All right, we won't bother with it. We're sitting today in the Pacific Airways 6688. This is my virtual airline that I fly with. Again, love this virtual airline. Been with them for some time, and it's just a whole lot of fun. So that's who the colors we are rocking today, guys. All right, let's get fired up while passengers are onboarding. Let's go ahead and get a few things here in our computer configure for turnaround. We're going to refresh our init. We'll be doing that by going over to AOC menu, init press, and let's go ahead and refresh this data. All right, key at to JFK. So it's going to be a nice short one, but should be a good one. All right, so that is set in. Now we can go to our init. Let's download our new flight plan. Washington to John F. Kennedy, 41 cost index. So we'll be definitely moving in a hurry. Heading over to our MCDU, ATSU. Let's load our fuel now. So performance, we need 5763. Let's see how much fuel we have left over from this flight. Coming over here, 5753 or 63. What we need dispatch fuel. What is this? That's how much we, okay, I was to say that there's no way we had that much left over. This is how much we have left over, 4164 from that last flight, and we will need 5763, so not a whole lot more. 5763, let's throw that in there and get that going. 5714 should be more than good enough. So all right, let's get that extra fuel there set up. Heading back down here, we're gonna go ahead and load up. Let's put this in, oh sorry, performance mode. Okay, here we go. Let's head down here and load. Did I change that by mistake? I think I did. No worries, we'll come back and load back to our MCDU, and let's load our payload so we can get going here. So AOC performance fuel is being loaded. We're gonna go ahead and load our payload, so that is set. New ATIS should be available now from VATSIM. So let's go over here, CAID. We'll get this printed, and we'll see if we can get the voice as well. So ATIS is sitting at Washington duals. We're looking at 13485. So 13485. Let's see if we get that ATIS. We'll put that on frequency 2. 134. I'm trying to get used to using these two frequencies. It makes it easier when there's a lot of ATC online and you want to kind of, you know, preamp the frequencies and have them ready to go. Tower, ground, approach, departure, all that good stuff. Center. It makes things a little bit easier. But when you're using two radios, it can get a bit confusing with the switching back and forth. So there we go.
Ramp is non-movement area.
So
call for taxi on west or east side of ramp. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot. Advise on initial contact.
So let's see
you have
here.
Information Foxtrot.
Let's see if I could turn it off. So that's 132.85 right there, so I can hear it. Oh, and I still can hear it. Yep. 132. Ah, there it is. 132.85. Ah, there it is. Sometimes this is funky. See, it's turned on over here. So I have my main frequency at the tower one, but if I want to listen to the secondary radio, you can just click on this one here, and you should be able to listen to the secondary radio. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get our passengers are off. That's good. Let's get them. Let's end this flight. That's the flight we just came in on. We're gonna start our new flight here, guys. Let's get that going. Pacific Airways 6688, and then there we go. Yep, let's give them all that. Very good. All right, passengers are being loaded, and we are gonna go ahead and get this ATIS information.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot.
All right, so information Foxtrot.
International Airport ATIS information Foxtrot 15520 Zulu. Web variable at 5. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 6,000. 10,000 scattered. Ceiling 16,000 broken. 2,000 broken. Temperature 24. 2.16. Altimeter 3019er. Arrivals expect ILS or visual runway 19er left. Runway 19er center. Runway 19er right. Departing runway 30. Runway 19er left. Simultaneous approaches are being conducted to parallel runways. North is to airmen. Read call runway assignments and they'll hold short.
Alright, so it looks like we're departing 30 or 19er left.
Taxiway and runway. Ramp is non-movement area. Call for taxi on west or east side of ramp. Advise on initial.
We can go ahead and turn that off. So we got what we need from that. I'm also going to print it out just in case. Altimeter is 3019. Let's go ahead and plug that in before we forget. 3019 from our information Foxtrot 3019. All right, let's go finish up our MCDU here, guys. We are going to go into, you know what, let's get our information from Kennedy just so we have it. See what runways they're using to land there. Actually, I might need to switch that to VATSIM. I mean to FAA. Right now I have it on as VATSIM. So we'll pick that up later. That's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and let's check a few things here. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this thing configured. So over to our init page 2, we're going to just reset that there. Our block fuel today is 5.7. So let's get that in here, guys. 5.7. That is good to go. Flight plan. So we are departing. We're going to load also, since we're doing a whole change around here. Let's load up our new flight from SimBrief. Washington to JFK, and let's get some information here. We're gonna need our airport charts. We're gonna need our departure is going to be the Jacoby for departure, so we'll throw that in there as well. What flight, what altitude did they give us here? We'll have to check that. I think there's some minimum going to Kennedy. I think it's like flight of 240, maybe 3. I'm not sure. There's a limit. I'm sure Tower, if we went over it, he'll get us that information. All right, so we have a departure, we have our airport charts, we are set to go. I'm gonna go ahead now and over on my request our information and upload the flight plan to VATSIM as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Upload that new flight plan. Looks like I did not export it, so let's do this. Let's go ahead here. You can see how this is done. Sim brief. We're going to go into dispatch, and we're going to load up the last flight that we have here, which is going to be this one here, Washington to Kennedy. And we're just going to generate this again. And what I want to do here is get send this over to VATSIM, so we can file our flight plan and get going here. All right, heading down VATSIM pre-file. It'll take you over to that. That's a great thing about SimBrief. So everything's so automated, it makes it easier to do all of this. Before you had to you could have downloaded to your download your flight plan to your computer, then upload it through vPilot or whatever client you're using. Now this is just all nicely automated, makes things easier. So that is our flight plan. We're going to load, we're going to fetch from server. We got that there, so that is in place. Now we're going to file this, and we are set to go. We can close this now, we don't need this. And our departure, we are looking at the Jacoby. I want to go 19 left. If it gives us 30, we can always change it, no problem. We'll go 19 left, Jacoby 4 departure. Our transition is AGARD today, so that is set there. We're going to insert that, and we are all set. We do not have the CAMRN for arrival going to Kennedy, but at CAMRN we will know to go ahead and be at 11,000 right at CAMRN. So we know that from the CAMRN for arrival, but we're not going to actually do that arrival. I don't know the runways yet, so we'll leave this blank. We'll check performance page. Absolutely 18,000. All else looks good. 1, 2, and 3. VR1, V1, VR, and V2 are set, and all that looks good. All right, guys, I think we're all pretty much set here. While we wait for our passengers to board, let's take a look at what Kennedy is doing today. This is Kennedy's information. So far they are landing on ILS 22 left, departing, or 22 right, departing 22 right. So we'll go ahead, take ILS 22 left is usually what we land in there. So let's go ahead and plug that in. ILS 22 left for Kennedy. ILS 22 left. And we're not doing the CAMRN 4 arrival, it's just 22 left. And the arrival is actually this one. This is the arrival that comes right out of the CAMRN 4 waypoint. So that is set there. Alright guys, looking good. Let's go ahead. We have a lot of other stuff turned on because we just arrived here from San Juan. So our APU is already on. Our master switch, all that's taken care of. Let's just go to the overhead panel. So everything else is here is pretty much set. Emergency exit stayed on. Wing light stayed on. That's fine. And we are pretty much just ready to go. As soon as our passengers are boarded, we can get going. Fuel is where it needs to be, 57, 5.7, so that's good. Our initial climb, let's take a look at our template here, our departure chart. So we are looking at the Jacoby 4 departure, and if we get 19 left, hold on, can we use this for 19 left? I don't think we, oh yes we could, 19 left, there it is. So 19 left, we're heading 191, so that's our heading, 191 initial heading, and then 320. So runway heading at first into about 820, which is happens really quick, guys. So I'm actually just gonna put in 320. We know we're gonna go runway heading and then 320 after we get above 820. So we'll put 320 here, will be our initial climb, continuation of the climb heading there. Any other restrictions at or above 3,000, that's where we want to be at when we get to Jacoby. Outside of that, no other restrictions. Climb heading 191 to 820, then right turn 320, or assigned by ATC for vectors at above 3,000. So we can go straight to our climb, which is, what did they give us here? SimBrief gave us 310. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing 310. That's just, we won't get up there. Let's contact tower and find out what's the max. But maybe we could do something like 210. Actually, we can go ahead and request our clearance now, knowing that that 31 is not going to stick.
We're ready to go when you are.
Washington Duals Pacific. Oh wait, I am communicating to the ATIS frequency. Hold on a second. Let's change that.
With service to New York. Our flight time will be roughly
So we need to get on different comms here. Comm number 1, there we go. And then we need to get, or here. Is that the way you change? See, it gets very confusing, guys. I gotta practice this. 121. No, that's ground. Oh, we have ground. We have ground here. Yes, we do. New York Center is on. Oh man, things are lighting up pretty nice. Love it. All right, so we have ground 121.9. Let's contact ground. Love it. 121.9. And we have New York Center come. It just got on. Hopefully it'll stick around for a little bit here. So 121.9, and then I'm gonna put my tower frequency here, which is 120. 120.10. 120.10. Let's go the other way. And our passengers are ready to go, so perfect timing. There we are set. Washington Duals ground Pacific 6688 requesting RFI clearance to Kennedy as filed. We also got flight level 310 there from SimBrief. If we can get that amended to what's preferred.
Pacific 6688, no problem. I have that happen to me all the time. Highest visible to JFK is 17,000. Can you accept that?
We sure can. 17,000 Pacific 6688.
Pacific 6688, you're clear to the Kennedy Airport via the Jacoby for departure, AGARD transition, then as filed. Maintain 3,000, expect 17,000 as amended. Departures offline, squawk 5602.
Clear to Kennedy as filed with the Jacoby 4 departure vectors to AGAR. Apply and maintain 3,000, expect 10,000 10 minutes after departure. 5602 on the box for Pacific 6688.
Pacific 6688, expect 17,000 10 minutes after.
Correct, 17,000, so 17,000 after departure.
Pacific 6688, read back correct. Expect runway 30 for departure. Push to start at your discretion. Call me for taxi short of Zulu.
Roger, we'll expect 30. We'll call you short of taxi on Zulu, Pacific 6688. Alright, so we have our clearance here, and as you see, that always happens to people. That SimBrief just throws in flight level 310 for a very, very short trip. Alright, let's get a squawk. It's going to be 5602. Oops, yep, it did take it. Alright, good. Everything else down here is pretty much set. Doors are locked, parking brakes are on, of course. And up here we're going to amend our cruise altitude to 17,000. So there it is, 17,000, and we'll put that in place right over here. So initial climb is 3,000. We can do that. And then from there we can go ahead and climb to our flight level 170, or altitude. It's not really a flight level because it's below 18,000, right? All right, passengers are ready to go. Let's go ahead and turn on our beacon lights. Let's get our pushback going here. Again, I don't have Pushback Express, and I got to use this thing here, which I'm getting more comfortable with. It's easy to use. Just Pushback Express is so nice, and you also got the sounds. This is ground, and we are expecting runway 30. We're going to be pushing back facing west. So facing, in our case, facing right. All right, let's call up the tug here. Once the tug is all set up, we'll turn off our parking brakes, and we'll get the pushback started. Do we even have a tug? Because I just came in. No, we don't have a tug. This tug is not doing its thing. So we just came in from San Juan. We did not do a fresh reset. We're just gonna do a quick turnaround. Let's go ahead and turn off the parking brakes. Our aircraft should move. Yeah, it's gonna move back without a tug, so that's all right. That's all right. These aircraft's got some magic to it. All right, we're pushing back, and I'll do it myself. Clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion, right? That's what Pushback Express does. So we're gonna go ahead and get our number 2 going here for our second flight of the day. First one for the stream, but second flight for the day for me here. After a very smooth flight from San Juan into Washington. Right, engine 2 is firing up. Got some traffic there coming in. TCAS is working perfectly for VATSIM, so that is pretty nice. Forgot to, let's reset our clock for our next flight here. Good. And our departure time, our pushback time, I think this is perfect right here. We can stop here. Pushback time 16:29, maybe 16:28. Pushback time 16:28. We'll put that there so we can file our flight. So 16:28. We can go ahead and set our parking brakes and get rid of our imaginary tug here. There we go. The tug is gone. Alright, engine 2 is fired up, ready to go. Let's get engine number 1 going. Let's go check our flight plan, make sure everything looks good. We actually need to update our runway. We are now departing runway 30. So 30 is our departure runway. And we are departing Jacoby 4, and this is still going to be the AGARD transition. All set there. Check takeoff data, which is this one. This will change based on the runway, and we are set there. Right, all is looking good here. Init page 2, we did take care of that. Yes, we did. CG is 30, so let's go ahead and put that trim in. See if we can do it from this screen here, from this view. CG exactly 30.1, so we'll get it right over here. That's just basically at 30. Right, 30. Engines 2 is good to go. 1 is coming up, and we'll be calling tower short of Zulu. That is going to be right over here. I'm not sure if there's a spot number there, but we just, I don't see one. We'll just call them when we're close there. Alright, we are set to go. Let's get the switch back to normal. Up at the top, turn off our APU. Master switch is coming off. Everything else here is looking good. No slice to taxi. Runway turn off lights are coming on. Ooh, seatbelt signs should have been on already. So let's get those turned on. You get dinged pretty bad on PacX if you don't have that on when you take off. It will literally drop by like 80 or below. So all set. Auto brakes medium. Spoilers, ground spoilers are coming on. Flaps 1. And we are set to go, guys. Let's turn off our brakes. Let's get moving here. And we have information Foxtrot. We'll let him know that. I don't think we said it the first time. We'll make sure that we do now. Duals ground Pacific 6688 short of Zulu, ready to taxi runway 30. We have information Foxtrot.
Pacific 6688, make that left there on Zulu, join the Yankee 11, hold short 30.
Left on Zulu, Yankee 11, hold short 30, Pacific 6688. Alright guys, clear left, clear right. I'm gonna turn right in here. I'm thinking about getting, I had one and I can't find it. not the VR, what's it called? Wow, I forgot the head motion thing. I had one that I put away years ago, and my brother has one, and we couldn't find it. Can't find it anywhere, so we'll have to buy another one, because that could be really, really handy.
Pacific 6688, Dallas Ground.
Go ahead, Dallas Ground, Pacific 6688.
And Potomac departure just got online. So your new departure frequency is going to be 126.1.
126.1 for our departure frequency. Thank you. All right, 126.1. Let's write that down here. 126.1. Love it. This thing is just, man, perfect timing. All right, we're cruising down on Zulu for Yankee 11. We'll hold short of runway 30 at Yankee 11. It's going to be all the way down here. So the sim held up pretty good on the last flight. Coming in here, we did get more stuttering. It has been great the whole entire time. The last 2 weeks have been, again, the same settings. I even dropped them some more, and I'm still getting some stuttering. So it is frustrating, but I guess there's nothing we could do but just be patient. And hope that our friends Asobo and Microsoft continue to improve things, but it is frustrating, man. It really is at times. So here we are. We're coming up on Yankee 11. We're gonna go straight to this is Zulu and Yankee 11. So we're gonna go ahead and hop on this one. This is Yankee 11 right over here. And that will take us
Pacific 6688, contact tower 120.1, see ya.
over to tower 120.1. We'll see you next time, Pacific 6688. All right, over to tower 120.1. Those tower Pacific 6688 back with you, short of on this Yankee 11 for 30, ready to go. Did I get that frequency right? Yeah, 120.1. All right, we'll give him a second. Maybe he's tied up. We'll get everything set up. Strobe lights are coming up. Landing lights are coming on. Nose lights to take off. Everything else looking really good. Let's get our TO config. All right, that is set, and we're gonna go ahead and get our passengers good here. Let me just make sure we got the right frequency. 120.1. Right, 120.1. Yeah, we got that right. Dulles Tower, Pacific 6688, holding short runway 30, Yankee 11. No, I do not have that right. Nope. Hold on a second. There it is. Boom. Dulles Tower, Pacific 6688, back with you, holding short runway 30, ready to go at Yankee 11.
Pacific 6688, runway 30, line up and wait, caution wake turbulence from touch and go aircraft.
Roger, line up and wait, runway 30, Pacific 6688.
And PAC 81, you can make right traffic for runway 19 right if you can enter base now. Or, sorry, crosswind now.
Alright, right traffic, runway 19 right, and we can enter the right crosswind now, 19 right, PAC 81.
All right, get our passengers ready to go, and let's take care of that frequency 126.1. That's gonna be our departure frequency.
And number 505 Juliet Papa on touch and go, maintain heading 130 for now.
1305 Juliet Papa.
So 126.1 departure frequency. Let's get this in here so we are all set.
And 505 Juliet Papa, caution wake turbulence, touch and go aircraft on 12.
Full caution.
There we go. All right, perfect.
And Pacific 6688, it's just going to be a few more moments here. We've got an aircraft coming right around that, your departure line.
Yep, no worries at all, Pacific 6688. Alright, so here we go. Do we have, there it is. So it's funny, we can't see nothing here at 20. Then at 10 we can see some more aircrafts here. And I would love to know what's the situation with this as far as the radius that it takes. So here you can see 2 aircrafts, one behind us over here and one over at our almost 9 o'clock there. And then at 40, I know at 40 when I'm in the air, 40 seems to be the max.
Number 505 Juliet Papa, proceed on course.
Proceed on course, Piper 505 Juliet Papa.
So, interesting. Alright, let's, Jacoby 5, we're climbing 191 to 820, and then from there, guys, we're heading 320. That'll be our heading. So I have 320 plugged in here already. We want to get this over to 250. There's no speed restrictions.
Number 2 Papa Lima, exit right when able, and contact ground 121.9er. We'll see you in a few.
Contact ground 121.9er, see you, Brandon.
Alright. This all should populate when we take off here. Alright, we're looking good, guys.
And 505 Juliet Papa, contact departure 126.1, and we'll see you next time.
Departure 1261, thanks for your distance, man.
Pacific 6688, wind variable at 5, fly runway heading runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Copy the winds, runway heading 30, clear for takeoff, Pacific 6688.
And 6688, caution wake turbulence crossing 767.
Roger that, wake turbulence, Pacific 6688. Alright guys, let's do this.
And Pack 81, are you going to be doing touch and goes on 19 right now, or are you going for a full stop?
Yeah, that'd be great if we can get touch and goes 19, right?
Our V-speeds are not showing up, but I do remember it was 138, so we're going to go ahead and take off here. V1.
So wind's variable at 5, runway 19 right.
Wow, that's bumpy.
Alright, clear for the option, runway 19 right, we'll fly on it for Pack 81, appreciate you taking care.
Alright guys, runway heading.
Anytime.
Gears are coming up. Throttles to climb. Oh, that's right. We changed runways. I forgot. I was about to.
6688, contact departure 126.1. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.
126.1. We'll see you next time. Pacific 6688. I forgot. We changed runways. We were no longer sitting on 19, which we had planned for. It was 30, so we follow runway heading here. All right, we are over to departure. 126.9. Palm attack departure, Pacific 6688, runway heading through 2000 for 3017.
Pacific 6688, Potomac departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 10,000, proceed direct Riggins.
10,000 direct Riggins, Pacific 6688. Actually, we did not get clear to 17,000, so that was my mistake there. All right, direct Riggins, we're gonna make this right turn here. We're gonna clean up our flaps. Ground spoilers can come off, and so can our runway turn off and nose slice as well. Right, direct riggings. Put our nose down so we could pick up some speed here. Definitely got thrown a little bit of guard that our V speeds were not on here. That always works, but for some reason this time it didn't. So it's just strange. And again, I don't know if that has to do something with us not doing a complete fresh restart. A lot of people, they like to restart the entire sim before their next flight because it could be a little funky. But I have not had any issues, so I did just do a turnaround today, so not sure if that was the cause of that problem. All right, let's go direct riggings here. Plug that into our thing so we can turn on our autopilot. So direct riggings, that looks good. And we'll head direct. Autopilot's coming on. And let's do it again so we can just go direct to it. All right, there we go. And we're up to 11,000 as cleared. All right, looking good, guys. Yeah. Nice shot of the airport there. As we depart 30. Look at this insane climb, 5,000 feet per minute. You know, but I can't. It's not the aircraft's fault. But that just seems very aggressive. It does weird things, man. It does weird things. Alright, above 10,000 feet, let's go ahead and turn off these landing lights. Everything else looking good upstairs. Our next controller will probably be right to New York Center. Maybe Unicom first, and then New York Center. We'll throw New York Center here just in case. 125.2. 125.32. So we have that set. We might go to Unicom first.
688 William Mary Space to the east. No further ATC service available. Frequency change approved. We'll see you.
We'll see you next time. Pacific 6688 over to Unicom. All right, so over to Unicom. So we just changed that, and let's put Unicom here. 122.8.
44, you're clear to the Washington Dulles Airport. The fly runway heading. Radar vectors direct. Maintained 5,000 feet initially. Expect follow-up.
Alright, so we're on Unicom. Now what I want to do here is I want to play with the radios, right? Let's go, let's climb to our flight level 17. Our cruise altitude, actually. It's not a flight level. 17,000. And while that does that, we'll have to keep our altimeter where it is. If we had control, they'll tell you as you go, hey, the VOR for this altimeter is this and that, so they'll give you the altimeter as you go when you're below flight level.
Cover Pepper, above Juliet, pop entering left downwind for runway 01.
Alright, getting a little bumpy. Guys, we're getting a little bit of some winds from 242 and 225, so we're feeling that there. Let's go ahead and let's play with the radios here. I want to get very comfortable with this. So what I want to do here is I want to communicate on Unicom, but I want to monitor New York, right? New York at 125.32. So I don't know if there's a way to monitor the standby frequency. That I don't know if there is, but I know you can monitor the radio 2 frequency. So radio 2 is this one. I'm going to put in 125.32. No, other way. So 125.32, and we'll put that here, right? So now to monitor this,
Palmer traffic Southwest 351 is on final for runway 10.
All right, so that's Unicom, right? We're hearing Unicom. Now to monitor New York, Is it this one? Yeah, here it is. So radio 2. Alright, nice. So I'm hearing both now. I'm hearing Unicom and also New York Center.
7116, please.
And the way I'm set up now is that if I communicate, it's gonna go over to it's gonna transmit on Unicom, right? So I'm transmitting here. If I hit call, now I'm transmitting on New York Center. Oh man, it's really nice, right? Switches to goes to that one. Excellent. And there you turn that off. Let's see if it turns off. So this is funny here.
44, thank you, sir. Runway 22, right?
It might turn off here, but it does not turn off over here.
Bravo.
So make sure if you want to turn it off, go over here and turn this off, and then that will do it. Sometimes you turn it on here, and it acts a little funky. So I was trying to figure that out earlier. It was driving me nuts. Then I realized that it stays on the second side over there. So all right, folks, looking good here. We are at our cruise altitude, which is the max from Washington to New York, 17,000. And then we're gonna make sure at a CAMRN, we should be picking up New York ATC pretty soon here, and then he'll bring us in. And let's check the ATIS for New York today. Actually, let's use our radios, right? Let's see how. Let's go back to frequency 2 here. We'll put the ATIS is 128.725. So 128.725, and let's see now. All I gotta do is just this to monitor that.
Clouds at 4,000.
Aha, there we go.
17,000 broken. 26,000 broken.
It just takes some getting used to, because all this flipping back and forth could be confusing.
Approaching you, file left runway 22 left. Departing runway 22 right. Bird activity within the airport. Numerous trains operating at Kennedy. Operate transponder on move.
Alright, so they're still using 22 left, but we should have a new ATIS in another couple of minutes here. Yeah, so we'll wait 10 more minutes and we'll get our new ATIS, because they might be a new one anyways by the time we need that information. Alright, so we got pretty lucky today, guys. We had ground, we had tower, departure, and now we have New York ATC just turned on, New York Center. So we're gonna get some good ATC in the East Coast very early on. It's only 1 o'clock here, so these guys are fired up and ready to go. Alright, we can go ahead and turn off our seatbelt signs. We are at cruise altitude now. This will be a short flight, about 40 minutes or so. Flight time. Oh, now that I mentioned that, the one thing I always forget to do before takeoff is to start this clock. Man, I cannot remember this for anything. I'm gonna have to write a sticky on the screen, start the clock. But it's the one thing I always forget. Unreal. Alright, so we'll start the clock here, and we've been in the air probably for about 10 minutes or so, maybe less. Outside of that, everything else looking good. So we are set up. I think 22 is what we're expecting at Kennedy, so that is in there, and our arrival will be, there's no not the CAMRN 4 arrival, because we're gonna get in a little bit more ahead of that. So just 22 with no arrival for the moment. But we do want to be at CAMRN. We want to be at 11,000 or whatever altitude we get from ATC. Let's get our charts ready. So let's come over here. Let's get rid of all the Washington stuff, and let's come up here to New York. Let's get our charts. We park in Terminal 7. That is the Pacific Airways terminal. So we'll get our airport charts is good. Right now we are looking at the 2.2s. So we'll put both of them in here. We'll put 2.2 left is usually what we get, but sometimes you might get 2.2 right. So we'll throw both of them on there. Just be ready for that. And that's really all we need. We do not need a standard arrival today for our approach. And we are all set as far as charts. So where are we now? Okay, excellent. So New York Center comes on about PANZE, Hogs. I don't know why they didn't just connect this to the Cam 4. So Hogs, you want to be at 18,000, and this right here is the CAMRN 4 arrival, basically. Hogs, PANZE, I'm not sure the rest of it, and the CAMRN is the most important one, right? So they could have just connected that and made it easier, but it's alright, doesn't matter. So around Hogs, which we do not have Hogs, but PANZE, New York Center, we'll contact them, or they'll contact us, whatever happens first. Let's get this a little bit brighter here. So still dealing with some stuttering on the sim. The last 2 weeks has not gotten any better, and I have not changed anything, so I don't know what changed. And I'll be honest, I'm just tired of trying to tweak things to make it look better and stop the stuttering. Everything is down to only high on the settings. So again, we're not going aggressive with ultra and stuff like that. We just want it to be smooth. Look nice is awesome, but we just need it to be smooth, right? That's more important. So we'll see. Hopefully something fixes on its own, the way it got messed up on its own. Usually that's not what happens. But very much looking forward to this Direct X12. I know there's a lot of talk behind it, but man, I am hoping this really increases the performance. Hoping. Our passengers, 96% satisfaction right now. Expected time to arrive is 37 minutes with 17 from PacX. I think it'll be a little bit quicker than that. Let me look here. Yeah, I think we'll be getting there a little bit quicker than that. Oh, I forgot to end my flight. I forgot to end my my other flight. So is this flight just connecting to the one I just came from? So we just arrived from San Juan just a couple of hours ago, and then we turned around and quickly got up here and heading to New York. But I forgot to end my flight. Not bad, 193. San Juan Center was on yesterday too. They received us pretty well in there. So that was a nice ATC when we got in there pretty late last night. And now we are heading to New York. So let me see, how do we fix this? If I end my flight now, finish flight, and then I guess we'll have to flight plan, load a new flight. It's probably gonna show a little bit incomplete, but that's fine. Alright, so there it is, and then the live map is going to show us halfway through here probably. Yes, it's probably going to start from here. Alright, so we kind of messed that up a little bit. No worries. And then now I wonder how Volante is, because we also have Volante here, so let's see how that's looking. Let's see. This one's a little bit different, and actually this one's a little better. See what it did here? It ended the flight, so it did not keep the flight going, which is nice. It ended it, and then it starts another one, and then now you can actually import your information. So let's put our import from SimBrief, A320. What is this? Do we have a flight number for this? Flight number. Give me 1 sec. I'm not sure if we do. We'll just leave it like that. So this is a little bit better. That's a better process. It landed, it ends that flight for you, it starts a new one, and now I filled up my flight plan. That's actually pretty neat there. So I will end that. That looks good. And sweet, some great ATC on very early. I'm excited about that. Usually around this time you don't get the East Coast that active, but I gotta tell you though, Washington ATC is on all the time, and New York too. New York Center, they're on quite a bit, so that's pretty cool. Right, we're getting to the coast now. And it was nice to see, on arrival, it was nice to actually see some aircrafts in here as well. So that was pretty cool. This is working very, very nice now after the last update. And if you do the V, you can also, again, I don't know, up to a certain point you cannot see aircrafts anymore. So I wish I had the actual specs on to, you know, how much you're zoomed out. And this doesn't tell you how much you're zoomed out anyways, right? Like if you zoom out of the way, it doesn't give you any miles. There's no note here showing you how zoomed out you are. But I know it's working here too. You can see aircrafts when they're on VATSIM, so that's pretty dope as well. And they also got Navigraph up here. I haven't downloaded it yet. I think I have to download it, but Navigraph is also here now, so that's pretty nice. Is it this one? No, it's not that. So that's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to do that. So again, a lot of pretty cool features on setup so far, so that's pretty dope. All right, making our way to the big city, New York. This should be fun. Alright, I was just turning on my AC. This computer graphics card can get really, really hot. It is no joke. All right, 40 miles away from PANZE. New York should be picking us up shortly. All right, I think we might be past the hour now. Let's see, 17:05. Yeah, let's go ahead and get our. Asus over here. So let's get rid of this one. ATSU, AOC, Asus, KJFK. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure that I actually have set up for VATSIM and not FAA. So AOC menu, Asus source. Yeah, so we got to switch this to VATSIM so I can get exactly the one that he's posting for VATSIM. So we'll go back over here. We'll request that again. ATSU, AOC menu, and Asus, and let's pull that information. All right, there is New York, 125.32. Good day, New York Center, Pacific 6688, checking in at 17,000.
Pacific 6688, New York Center, hello sir,
IDEN, Pacific 6688.
American 601 Heavy, speed 210 or greater.
French West 275, we maintain 9,000.
I'm sorry, that was blocked there. American 601 Heavy, speed 210 or greater.
Roger, 210 greater for speed, American 601.
Thank you, sir. French West 275 Heavy, speed 210 knots, stand to center maintain 4,000.
Speed 210 knots, descending 4,000.
Pacific 6688, radar contact, about 5 miles southwest of Atlantic City, New York, 17,000. The Atlantic City altimeter 3024.
3024 altimeter, Pacific 6688. All right, 3024 is the altimeter, so he's hooking us up with that information.
7554 on the ground at Kennedy, request firefighter on loop.
JFK.
And that was blocked there, but I heard you're both Giant 004. Welcome back, sir. You're about to leave my airspace, sir, so you can continue with Unicom 122.8. Enjoy the flight.
122.8, Giant 4, thanks very much.
Giant 7554, New York Center, good afternoon. You can expect the PDC coming up via private message shortly. French West 275, heavy, turn right, heading 320.
Right heading 320, French West 275.
All right, let's check that new information that should be in here now. Go back to received messages, Asus, and here we should have information Bravo.
Thank you. Go to sign file level 180.
Information hotel. So this is from
American 601 Heavy to center maintain 3000.
This is what we need right here. Posted at what was this? 1651. So that's good. 1651. Yeah, that's current. 210 I-11. What do we have? Altimeter 3026. All right, let's go ahead and print this out. Start plugging this information here in our performance page. I'm gonna print this out, grab that there. Performance, let's go ahead and get all this plugged in here. So this is from arrival at Washington. Now we're gonna change that up. Let's do 30.26. Temperatures right now 19.
Sorry, New York, can you repeat this?
Winds 210 at 11. Transition altitude 18,000. And for runway 22 left, I think it's 212.
173 heavy to center maintain.
But let's confirm that. ILS, if we were to stay on 22, that's 22 right. This is 22 left. Yeah, 212.
601 heavy, turn left heading 330.
330, 601.
All right, we have information Bravo. All is set. That page is filled out, and
Pacific 6688 cross CAMRN and maintain 11000. The Kennedy altimeter 3026.
copy the altimeter cross CAMRN at 11000 Pacific 6688. Where's CAMRN? CAMRN is right over here. I don't know why. And a few times that I've flown from Washington, it puts these two waypoints right next to each other, and really CAMRN is the most important one. Like it shouldn't do that. So we're gonna cross that 11,000. We can start descending now. We'll do a we'll manage our vertical speed here so we don't dive to the ground like this thing tends to do.
601 heavy, turn left heading 250, intercept runway 22 left, local left.
Left 2204, intercepting local level 22 left, American 601.
Let's go ahead.
601 heavy, just confirm it's heading 250.
I like to put in our airport VOR 115.9.
Keep 173 heavy after Rover, sliding 310.
Just to get a reference where the airport is. I mean, we know where it is, but it's just always nice to have.
Vectors, sorry, right 310 on vector 422 report.
You also get how far you are from the airport. So if you're on Unicom and you want to communicate, 30 miles south of the airport, you can get an exact number without having to calculate too much, which is not difficult to do. You can just zoom out and obviously, hey, 60 miles out. But if you can see it, let's say you're zoomed in nicely on whatever you're doing, you can always look over here, if the airport has a VOR right on it, and that's a perfect way to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and get down to 11,000. Let's go ahead and turn our seatbelt signs on. There we go. So not bad, guys. The sim is behaving after a turnaround flight. No refresh, no reset. We landed, turned it around, and not bad. Behaving well.
Approach west 275 heavy, turn left heading 280, reduce speed 180.
Turn left heading 280 and speed 18.
American 601 heavy, descend and maintain 2,000 until established, clear ILS runway 22 left, and maintain 180 knots till a 5 mile final.
Let's maintain 180 till 5 mile final and down to 2,000 American 601.
Number 29 Papa, Peterborough, altimeter 3020, enter a...
Alright, 13,000 for 11. We're looking good on the descent.
Roger, enter left downwind for runway 19er, Comanche 29er Papa.
French West 275 heavy, turn left heading 250, maintain 3,000 until established, clear ILS runway 22 left.
Left heading 250, maintain 3,000 until established.
Pacific 6688, depart CAMRN heading 040, vector ILS runway 22 left.
Depart CAMRN 040, vector ILS 22 left, Pacific 6688.
Ready to taxi, 087733.
087733, runway 24, taxi via Papa and Lima. Hold short.
Alright, so we got confirmation 22 left, 040. Departing CAMRN.
Runway 24, Papa Lima, call short of runway 19er, 087733.
American 601 heavy, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind 210 at 11.
Clear land 22 left, American 601.
French West 275, speed on discretion.
French West 275, you can maintain 180 knots till 5 mile final.
Maintain 18 on the final.
Alright, so here's CAMRN. We'll depart that heading 040.
FedEx 44, turn right, heading 2.
Actually, he says 044. 044.
Going right to 280 FedEx 44.
They usually give you 044 or 045 out of here. No, don't reduce the speed. We're not there yet.
New York Center, TBM 64 Yankee, passing 1,500.
Why are we reducing speed? What's going on here?
TBM 7064 Yankee, New York Center, with a contact, turn right.
280, let's go. Let's push up against that. Actually, no, you know what? No, let's go down 250.
Heading 050 and
because when you cross CAMRN, he didn't tell us 250, but you have to be at 250 when you cross CAMRN, so let's be nice.
Established on the ALS 2 to left.
Rush West 275 8, thanks. Your number 2 following Airbus A350 on a short funnel. Caution like turbulence. Runway 22 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 22 left, French West, clear 5.
Speed 173 heavy, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, speed 173.
Pacific 6688, descend and maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000, Pacific 6688.
737 X-ray.
Number 737 X-ray, New York Center, low, go ahead, sir.
737 X-ray is ready to copy IFR to Chicago.
Number 737 X-ray, roger, on request, stand by 1 minute.
Alright, down to 7,000 as we make our way below 10,000 feet. Let's get these landing lights on and ready to go. All else up here is looking in order. And we are set. We're going to be coming around for a right base.
Can expect the PDC, the private message.
Left base, excuse me, left base approach for ILS 22 left.
New York Center, TBM 64 Yankee, I just lost my main instrument.
That's not good.
TBM 64 Yankee, roger, same intentions.
Could I get the VFR back to Philadelphia, please?
Sorry, 37 Yankee, you said VFR back to Philadelphia or IFR?
Yeah, visual back to, because I don't have any instruments now. TBM 64 Yankee.
64 Yankee, I see. You're on a downwind right now for runway 27 right. Continue on that right downwind, runway 27 right.
Continue on right downwind, 27 right, TBM 64 Yankee.
CAMRN 601, holding short, runway 13 right. Is it possible to cross?
American 601, welcome to Kennedy, cross 31 left, then a left turn onto Juliet, hold short 22 right.
Right across street, so I have 1 street right, left turn onto Juliet, hold short 22 right.
And 64 Yankee, call Philly Tower 118.5, good eye.
Back to tower, TBM 64 Yankee.
Look how nice that is. Got the breakthrough to the clouds there. Got the sunlight hitting off the water. Lovely. I mean, that is very well done. Very nice. Right.
173 heavy, flying 280.
Leveling off at 7,000. Our altimeter though is 26. I got 3026. Let's do this. So I have this set up, the request weather, to give me what the sim is actually giving me, because sometimes that could be a little bit more accurate.
7733, cross runway 19er, continue taxi the Alpha.
As far as what your plane is, your aircraft is going to do, right?
Runway 19er via continuing via Alpha after crossing 7733.
There it is. Here's our METAR. What do we have here? Let's compare it to what we're getting here. This is 210. You know, this could be old. This could be old. 210.6. What else? Altimeter. We are getting 3026. We're getting 3026 too. So I'm gonna go with that. Or maybe that's what he did give us, and I heard wrong. But 3026 is what we're doing here. 3026.
Channel 7554, D5 departure, squawk on 110, receive Bravo, request X for departure and will require high-speed climb. Channel 7554, thank you, sounds good, runway 22 right, taxi via Sierra. Then Alpha and Delta, hold short, runway 31 right. Sierra Alpha Delta, short of 31 right, Channel 7554. American 601 Eddie, welcome. Correction, you can cross 22 right to Juliet and then straight ahead Alpha to parking.
Cross 22 right onto Juliet and straight ahead for parking, American 60.
French 275, runway 22 left, parking.
French West 275, welcome to Kennedy. Continue Juliet, then Alpha, cross 22 right.
Continue Juliet, then Alpha, and cross 22 right. French 275.
Stupid 173 Eddie, turn left heading 250. Descend and maintain 2000 till established. Clear ILS 22 left.
250 only heading 2000, cleared ILS 22 left, speed bird 173, thanks.
This here, guys, can take some time. So coming into New York, the approaches seem to be very long. So although your expected arrival time when you get close to the area, about 60 miles out, might show you that you are, you know, expected arrival 30 minutes, and you might feel the need to say, hey, you're ahead of schedule. Don't do that, because by the time you come around, you can actually be late. So, like, for example, we might actually be late for this expected arrival.
Roger.
Number 29 Papa, runway 19, clear to land, the wind 190 at 9, gust 15.
Good, Roger, clear to land 19, Comanche 29 Papa.
Pacific 6688, turn left heading 360.
Left 360 for Pacific 6688.
Stupid 173 Eddie, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind 210 at 11.
Clear land 22 left, speed bird 173.
All right, there's the field, guys. We are somewhat on a downwind right now, runway 22 left.
Right there, bucket.
French West 275, thank you, sir. Late 7733 is confirmed. You are cleared to line up on runway 24 there. That's fine.
Yes, ready to line up.
Thank you, sir. Pacific 6688, descend and maintain 4,000.
Down to 4,000, Pacific 6688. All right, let's get this descent started here to 4,000.
Late 7733, fly the Teterboro 3 departure, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff, LE 7733.
New York Center, Comanche 29 Papa, clear the runway.
29 Papa, welcome to Teterboro, I should say, safe parking.
Looks like the, I think it's just one of the FBOs.
29 Papa, Roger. Yeah, there's one on the west side there. Can taxi at Charlie, hold short, runway 24.
Okay, Charlie, hold short 24, Comanche 29 Papa.
Alright, leveling off 2-4. We're going to throw our speed back a little bit here.
Pacific 6688, center maintain 3000.
Down to 3000, Pacific 6688. We'll keep our vertical speed there. We'll descend down 3000, but we'll stop pushing on the pedals here.
Papa, cross runway 24 Charlie, then taxi Papa to parking, good eye.
Okay, cross 24 Charlie and on Papa to parking 29 Papa, thank you.
Let's get it down to 210.
6688, turn left heading 280.
Left 280, Pacific 6688.
Interference frequency 5 at gate. Thank you for your service. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Southwest 275, thank you for flying, sir. Have a nice day. Giant 7554 heavy, cross runway 31 right at Delta.
Sorry, 0 ILS is active. We are 15 miles out.
Cross 31 right at Delta, then Charlie Echo, short of 22 right, Giant 7554.
Leveling off at 3000. We'll bring that speed back and we'll start turning on some flaps here.
Lead 7733, radar contact, call maintain 6000.
Call maintain 6000, LE 7733.
Pacific 6688, turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 2000 till established, clear ILS 22 left.
250, descend 2000 to establish, clear ILS 22 left, Pacific 6688. Alright, 250, clear the ILS. Let's go ahead and switch over to that. There we go. Down to 3000. We'll do that nice and smooth here. Into establish, and we're right at 220. We can let's go ahead and turn on a set of flaps. There's our runway. Turn on our localizer. We'll capture that.
Thank you, sir. Left hand 250, identify the 1406, FedEx Throttle.
Very nice.
2500.
22 left again, speed bird 173.
Good on 23, welcome to Kennedy, taxi Juliet, right Bravo, cross 22 right, good eye.
Juliet, Bravo, cross 22 right, speed bird 173, thanks.
Alright, we'll roll the speed back a little more now so we don't overshoot the localizer. If you come at this too fast, you'll definitely overshoot it. Set down to 185. See there, we overshot it just. No, it's actually not that bad.
Bravo, ready to taxi.
That's not bad.
737 X-ray, thanks runway 13, taxi the Alpha Alpha Golf and Papa.
Alright, 9 miles out. We can go ahead and throw on our flaps here.
13 via Golf Alpha and Papa, is that what you said?
It's Alpha Alpha, then Golf, then Papa.
Alpha Alpha, then Golf, then Papa.
Let's get our
13 77 X-ray.
Thank you.
gears configured here as well.
Runway 22 left, quarter land, 1210 at 11.
22 left, clear to land, Pacific 6688. Alright, glide slope's coming up. Let's go ahead and roll back our speed to approach speed 140. We'll fine tune that in a second. Gears is down, we got 3 greens. Ground spoilers are activated. Flaps are 2. We'll get that as soon as we slow down up to full flaps. Nose lights to taxi, runway turn-off lights are coming on. Advice to crew, we are getting ready to bring this bad boy down. So,
New York Center, Cessna 430 Echo Papa, VFR request.
Cessna 430 Echo Papa, New York Center, stand by, open up, sir. Elite 7733, proceed direct Elevate.
Direct Elevate, Elite 7733.
Cessna 430 Echo Papa, go ahead, sir.
Right, we'll be looking to taxi out on
12 miles north of BDR en route
on
to
hotel.
IJD.
Alright, full flaps.
0 Papa Roger, reset transponder, squawk 0611, and say aircraft type.
Cessna 172, 0 Papa.
0 Papa, thanks for the contact. 12 miles north of Bridgeport Airport, 3000, the Bridgeport altimeter 3022, welcome.
3022, 0 Papa, thank you.
Right, let's bring it in, guys. So 800 will take over in about 600 or so.
Giant 7524 ready, 22 right.
Ooh, brakes, medium. All good up there. All good down here.
22 right, miles, please.
We are set to go, guys.
From white 22 right, Giant 7524.
Market 1974, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Enjoy the flight.
Alright, guys, my aircraft. Got a little bit of a wind from 195 at 10.
Frequency change approved. Enjoy the flight.
It's a little bumpy there.
American 1974, good day.
FedEx 44, can you just double check your altimeter? 3018, please.
300. Roger, sir. 3018, collected FedEx
200.
FedEx 44, you can contact Potomac approach 126.1. Take care.
20. Retard. 10.
Thank you, sir. Go to 126.1 FedEx.
Giant 7554, fly runway
Alright,
heading
nose down gently, guys. There we go.
Runway
Beautiful.
heading 2 directive, take off Giant 7554.
Alright, there we go. Let's taxi out here on Juliet. Excuse me, this will be not Juliet, hotel.
It's currently about 66 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the air traffic comes to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bin, as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us.
Let's go ahead. Landing lights are coming off. Strobe lights can come off now as well. Heavy taking off on 22 right. Is that UPS? Oh no, Atlas.
Pacific 6688, welcome to Kennedy, cross runway 22 right at hotel, taxi Bravo to parking. Good day.
Cross 22 right, Bravo to parking. Have a good one. See you next time, Pacific 6688.
Pacific.
Alright, flaps are coming up.
554, passing 1000, climbing 5000. Giant 7554, radar contact. Call maintain audible 300, and in case needed, flight speed is approved for us. Call maintain level 300, cancel speed, Giant 7554, thank you.
Alright, very good. All else is good up here, guys. Pretty smooth flight. We'll check the numbers in a second, but that I cannot see what was posted there on the screen, so I always got to look at it after the fact. But yeah, that feels smooth.
Giant 7554, turn left heading 070. Left 070, Giant 7554.
Alright, Bravo, we're going to Terminal 7, so we got a little bit of a taxi here. We're going to turn here on a left on Bravo, and we'll take Bravo all the way to Terminal 7. Passengers seem okay with that flight. 94% satisfaction. We'll definitely take that.
First officer speaking. We'll be arriving shortly. Thank you again for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
Very busy in New York today. All right, we're going to be coming around. Terminal 7 is on the north end.
Elite 7733, I'm going to be closing shortly. Radar services
right over here. So that is where we are heading.
Frequency change approved, thank you very much. Good day, Elite 7733.
Remember 0 Echo Papa, I'm closing shortly. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved, take care.
Thank you very much, have a good day.
Giant 7554, direct D's, I'm closing now. Frequency change approved, enjoy the flight.
Jack D, thanks so much for your help. Giant 7554, yeah.
Sir. And 737 X-ray, I'm going to be closing here. Continue at Unicom, please. 122.8, take care.
Take care, have a good day. 737 X-ray.
Thank you. In case I missed anyone, I'll pass on frequency. New York Center is now closed. Continue at Unicom, 122.8.
All right, excellent. Came in right on time. Got some amazing service coming in. Very amazing service out of New York, out of Washington. Gotta love these two places. All right, let's go. Let's get fired up here on our APU. Master switch is coming on. We'll get this started. Wait for our APU to be available and ready here. So heading on down to Terminal 7, left on Whiskey. We'll park this thing for the second flight of today. First one for the stream, but second one for me after San Juan to Washington, Washington to New York. It's been really good day of flying today. So really enjoying that this morning, day, afternoon, whatever time it is now. So got a heavy pushing, just pushback. So it looks like he's ready to go. Is he coming down this way or? British Airways. All right, guys, we are coming up here on Whiskey, Terminal 7. We're going to park this up, and APU is fired up. Should be good to go shortly. And good. This aircraft taking off there. I think that was the Delta. Just took off from 22 right. We're going to park right over here in our good old Terminal 7. And we've spent a lot of time in and out of this one. Terminal 7. Alright, go ahead and turn off our runway turn off lights. Taxi lights can come off as well. And here it is. We have arrived. Welcome to New York, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. That was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and turn on our parking brakes. All else down here is good. Engine 1 and 2 coming off. Up here we are looking right. Let's get rid of this. Connect our jetway if this will work. Let's see. There it is. It's working nicely. Open our doors. Perfect. Let's go ahead and turn off our seatbelt signs. Beacon lights can come off as well. All good. So excellent. Turn off our clock, although we did not start it on time. We should have turned it off the runway. This is the one thing I forget all the time during takeoff. So the flight was probably about an hour, maybe 58 minutes or so, because we turned it on about 10 minutes late. So not bad. Short flight into New York. Great ATC on both sides of the field here, so that was pretty good. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. External power is on. All right, that is good and set. Perfect. Let's take a look at some numbers. Sim Toolkit Pro. Let's get our time here. Time 17:34, so we can file our flight. So pushback 16:28, parked 17:39, actually 17:39. So that is there. We're good. We'll file that a little bit later. I thought it was it felt so much smoother than this. We're looking at, what did it say here? It just showed it. Where is it? Hold on, where's the landing report? 230. For some reason it felt better than that. I'm not sure why it's not loading it now here anymore, but let's go ahead and end this flight with Sim Toolkit Pro. So we'll end that. But it showed 230. I don't know why. I thought it 226. Felt smoother, but that's not bad. It's okay. That's not bad. It just felt so much smoother than that though. So 226 there. Let's end that. Let's go ahead and end our flight also with Volante here as well. That is, let's review this here. Yep, all looks good, guys. What they gave us? They gave us 226. That's pretty on point with Sim Toolkit Pro, so that's good. And that there, and we are set, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a lot of fun. We'll see where we're at next. We're doing it again tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Oh no, Thursday is night operations, so we'll do a night flight Thursday, maybe out of New York into hopefully some ATC action on VATSIM. So we'll figure out what we're gonna do next there. But again, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Really appreciate you. Let's go ahead and end this flight with PacX and see what they gave us there as well. So let's go over here on PacX and end this here. Let's see, what do we have? PacX, they gave us 226. Wow, I'm impressed. Everything matching up. That's good, actually. That is what we want, consistency across the board. Pacific Airways 6917 flight is completed. Washington to Kennedy, about 50 minutes or so. That's about right. Satisfaction 93%, not bad. 226 on the landing, so perfect. All right, guys, take care and see you all on the next one. Have a good evening and happy landings.